number president in America. Ellis Yala, number president in America. Upon Azuma, upon Subo. Senior Dio, any of the well. Ellis Yala, Sama, Sama, boy, my cow. Senior Dio, Mom, Ellis way. Plenty of you, son of Willie, my president. I said, my yo, Mama, boy, my ya, Ruel, I don't want to let you. Mama, say, my fool. Susanna, my say, my fool. He put it great, national candidate. I'll say, oh, Mama. In the idea, near from you, I won't be able to get it. I won't run down there. I will get pass away as you get. As the yelling, everything my Bible, everything my Bible. Come on to the young, and let the abide. Mother, Mama said, my fool. I will quickly Google you. Mamma Mariah down. Mariah said, my fool. Cherokee. Mr. Philip S.J. I'll say, Cheme. I'm on your video. I was Mr. Philip S.J. So, are you away? Elijah Samson. Senior Dio, Senior Dio. Yeah. Elijah Samson, I said my fool. Bama boy, my yaw. Daniel, you are the way on so soon. You are the way on so soon. Abaye muswa, asuye yangu. Ao. Wednesday, from prayer gave a ye. In the end, you. I say, my girl, Abaye asuye yangu. I'm on your previous asuye yangu. But when I hear Sao. In the more than war, and what I say, oh, yeah, I hope we be war. No more, so my girl, what I say, my fool. She was there, I say, my fool. I put my yard, I say, my fool. I say, oh, I saw my day. Couldn't my day over. I'm from fine, and that's what I gave a year. I said, oh, Papa. I knew I need Ramadan saying in home. I was very a war. That was here. I said, oh, Ladion. Mr. Money, I'll sell. But I gave a year. I'll sell, Ladion. I can sell Australia. Senior, just say Java. I'll sell Papa. I will give it for.
And listeners across the globe. Thank you so much. As usual, we're going to take it started this evening. We want to welcome our viewers and listeners across the globe. Thank you so much. I'm Alfonso Zay and Source of the Liberia Public Radio and LPR-TV. It's a glaring fact that the politics of Liberia, the Aspirant community, is a greater interjet here this evening. And so, A group calling itself Friends of Madam Marie Johnson. She's contesting for District Number 2 in Grangida County, Republic of Liberia. They are here, and we will be having a conversation here. It is glaring that the politics of Liberia, the diaspora community, you cannot absolutely ignore them. Let's listen to this song a little bit. And there are things in the heart they're trying to get out here, and they're trying to communicate with the diaspora community. Good evening, welcome. And let's welcome Royal C. Ford, and of course, our senior contributor, Mekoto Blessing Jala, aka Madiwe. Good evening, welcome, Hannah. Good evening, thank you so much. And of course, my own sister, Anna, we're right there in Minneapolis. Yeah. You want to contest election? Do you have the money to contest election? It takes a lot to execute effective elections in Liberia. Let's listen here. Very short this program for the getaway. Our guests are sitting by stage. I will take you to neighboring La Côte d'Ivoire this evening. It's Friday, TGIF. Welcome to the show.
Merci beaucoup. Encore la magie. Et puis,
I will say good evening to Sis Annie from right there in the big lands of Philadelphia. Good evening, Maxwell, Yimpans, and all of you guys. Mr. Edward Baker, Ellis Bito, what's up?
Wait,
welcome to the show. Let's get a ball rolling here. This fast train.
Merci beaucoup.
And that's the aspirant there, Madam Mrs. Marie Johnson, representative aspirant number District Number 2, Grangida County, Republic of Liberia. Man, the gloves are off.
Wait, there's on the air. You can't be a person that will ready. Oh, next year, oh, yeah, wait. Oh, my God, be a jump. Oh, yeah, more pedio. Can you jump there? Swan for ready. Swan for Messiah, and join it back. Oh, yeah, wait, go away. Come on, you walk for side.
We're going to be hitting the share bar.
Yeah, wait. You did no place to yeah. As long as you have the way. When you are who the way. What was I who the way? Through you want chance of on the way. The would do the way, the 40 the way. Where they way you. What play Armella? The picture just the way where the poor money. That was the way they must have been. The way where the poor man.
Okay, let's get the way where they are. The
way where the poor
Public Radio and LPR-TV. We want to welcome our viewers and listeners across the globe. Thank you for joining me here this evening. Good evening, good morning. If you are in Liberia, under the sound of my voice, if you are right here in the USA, we say good evening. If you are in Europe, we also say good morning. Welcome to the show. I am Afonso Zeyenso of the Liberia Public Radio and LPR-TV. Thank you so much for joining us here. As usual, we bring in national conversation, both here and in Liberia. Well, this is the first branch of government of the Republic of Liberia, Capitol Building. This is where 145 men and women who makes decision for us, whether we for or against. They are the ultimate decider of our fate. And it is glaring to the diaspora community. There's no way that the diaspora community can be ignored in the politics of Liberia. So the politics of Liberia, not just only on the presidential level, but both the first branch of government is being transported in the USA and the USA diaspora community. No matter where you're from, which county, is a great factor in the political dispensations in Liberia? Well, the voter registration is on. Some are going to court. Other candidates are calling on their people to go ahead and register. Ultimately, in order to vote in Liberia, you must be a registered card. You must be a registered voter, as it is equivalent here as well. Not all citizens vote here. If you are a citizen, you must be a registered voter to vote. What? Liberia is no exception. We are hearing a big program. Fundraiser is on the way near the capital, around Baltimore. We are understanding Baltimore, Washington, D.C. One of the aspirants, Madam Marie Johnson, is contesting for the the representative seat in Granger County, that is district number 2, Granger County. There are 3 districts in the county: the Chient, the Quinnable, and the Bazan district, my own district. Well, Marie is originally a resident of Maryland, so our understanding she will be here to solidify her political grip. But there are folks, friends from in that district, currently here in the USA, are now top surrogates and supporters of Madam Mary Johnson. Fair to mention, the seat that has been heavily contested is currently being occupied by Dr. George Sigbe Bully. How would that race going to be like? And how these folks come to this conclusion to support Madam Mary Johnson? All must be held accountable of their decisions, of their action. This is where she wants to go. If she's elected to be a representative of district number 2, well, she will be in the House from Granger County, and consequential decisions will be made. So how these gentlemen came to this point, how they got to this conclusion, what do they believe in her? What is she taking in the capital? I am Afonso Z, and so the conversation is about to get on the way. Okay, let's see here. Will he be the chief of office star if Madam Marie Johnson is elected as the next representative? Well, the global chair. I tried to seek, I applied for position there. They said no space for me. They already feeling divided. They even go to Capitol Building this time. They've already feeling divided. Well, they are already converged on the cities. Our understanding, schools of citizens from the Quinnable districts are currently converging to Maryland for what appears to be a big fundraiser. G. Day is the global chair of the Friends of Marie Johnson. Is standing by in Maryland. He left Philadelphia. He's outside of, he left Philadelphia. Early dawn, he arrived in Maryland, Baltimore, and our understanding he has toured all of the region there to make sure that everything is okay. The guy want to be a chief of office star if the matter is elected. Let me bring in Jida here. Jida is joining me from Maryland area where the program is going to be taking place. We also have a guy from Washington area. All right, Washington Dolo is also member. We are understanding Dominic Desai are going to be joining us, who is a media guy here. But let's just bring in Mr. Washington Dolo here as well. These are friends of Marie Johnson putting their life on the line, and we need to know how they got to this point here. Gentlemen, good evening, TGIF. Thank God it's Friday.
Friday.
So let's get it straight here. No opening in your area again. You're not divided. You are who?
Who? I'm the media chair, the global media chair.
Which are the other chair you get available now? So I will apply. Everything finished. Okay. All right, gentlemen. Good evening. Welcome to the program. It's good. I like for people to take decisions in critical times, and we can't be at the back seat. All right, let's have a conversation here. Let's go to either. It would be insane to ask you, Mr. Chair, to introduce yourself. But Liberia Public Radio is a conglomeration of people from different backgrounds. The 15 political subdivision members on this network here. But the decisions of Granger, the decisions of Quinnable District does have an impact to the first branch of government in Liberia. So it is important that we set this record straight. Welcome to the show. Good evening.
Thank you, Mr. So. How you doing this evening?
You the chair, huh? Get nothing. Yeah.
Okay.
At the time.
Okay. First of all, I will extend my thanks and appreciation to you for accepting our request to let her to appear on the show at this point in time. Before I move further, I want to disabuse that I'm not going to be the chief of a star. You still got a space. You can send your application. It is agreed that when you apply, we have something that we look at your record, your CV. If you are qualified, I think Marie will accept you. So that position is open.
Oh, you're right. That one I just by the time I think I is my man. Not para our camp. You don't know not para our campaign, not para our party. All the other technicality comes into play, but that's okay. Everybody can be in the fry. So when you're there, I'm there. Regular, indirect.
Okay, so I'm Mr. G there, Mr. G Nyokonen there. I'm the global chairman for the Friends of Marie Johnson in the diaspora, and we have elected to join behind Marie because what? In fact, we are the one that petition her to make sure that she occupies that seat. Because right now in Liberia, especially in our district, in our county,
hold on.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead of you.
This is LPR. Don't come wrong with if you don't observe the speed limit, you're gonna get a ticket right here, right?
Okay.
Petition. Don't go ahead of your shadow.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna go down to Washington as well, so we can get our audience to know what we're doing. So, Washington, let's hear from you.
Thank you. My name is Washington Doe Tawodulu, and I am the Global Media Chair for Honorable Marie Johnson.
Okay. All right. Guys, just bear with me doing quick housekeeping here. All right. Thank you so much, guys. Good to have you here. And it's good to unveil yourself, because when you support people, and that's why I don't support indignity, because when you do it in darkness, that's how you will be treated. Because nobody going to get it. He said, but who knows? We never saw him. You were operating like a Nicodemus. And so Nicodemus always take a Nicodemus seat. They will never get the front seat. Thank you so much. Okay. Let's start a little bit here. There are others that are falling on this network who are not Grenadian, friends of Grenadian, but they want to know a little bit of Queenable District. So let's do a little bit housekeeping here. Queenable District, where is it situated? Not necessarily for my own information purposes, but for those that are listening to bring them up to speed.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Zion. Queenable District is located in Grand Juliet County. It's district number 2, the border of Cote d'Ivoire.
Okay, I'm just listening. If you're done. District number 2, the border of Cote d'Ivoire. Okay.
You see, I should not go fast, so I'm taking my time.
Oh, no.
I don't want to get ticket.
No, you're not going to get ticket. Yeah. Okay. So, and you are a son of Queenable District.
Oh, sure. I'm from Queenable District.
Washington?
Sure.
Or are you just a supporter of Madam Johnson? Are you from Queenable District as well?
I'm 100% Queenable District.
Okay. All right. So here we ask some crazy question, and you are at liberty to plead the fifth. Just in case if you don't want to answer the question, you just plead the fifth. Nothing wrong with that. So let's ask here. We will come to the main character, and hopefully when she comes here, we will have access to her as well. Let me start with you as Global Chair. Jida, you've been in the politics for a while. Why it takes to get you into this position for which you are putting yourself in the front to be the Global Chair for Madam Marie Johnson? How you got to this point?
Thank you very much. You know, when I sit in my seat, I worry about Grand Juliet so much, and Grand Juliet need leadership, because just imagine we are the first indigenous, we produce the first indigenous president in that country, which will be the reservoir power. When people are talking about consultancies, it should come to all concerning power. But right now, we see our people in the legislature, there have been no peace, nothing. And we Grand Juliet, there's nothing going there because why they are not holding together. And I didn't be very much experienced at this time to make sure that count 2023 we revise that particular era, put in people that will make sure that our county and the rest are right. So I thought it was after doing my research, I looked all around and said, well, I think Marie Johnson, with the research I made, I think Marie Johnson would be one of the best person that can join among the people in a legislature. So after a few hours, I consulted a few Nigerians uh, so that we can approach on this issue. And I did few calls, and those I talked to, most of them said, "Oh, I think that's the best choice." So we decided to approach her on the issue, and she accepted it. First, she said, "Well, let me consult my husband and my family." So I said, "Okay." We agreed. She left. She went back home. She came back, and she said, "Well, your request that you guys made to me, I accepted, and I'm going to take the challenge to go on because, well, I love my county and I love my people. So therefore, whatever I'm able to do, I think I can do it for them. It's based upon this I decided to fund this particular campaign. Thank you very much."
Okay. So, meaning you had a lengthy conversation with her. Was there anything specific she guaranteed you? Was there anything when you took into consideration, in fact, you have Dr. George Bolley. There are other sons or daughters, my guess. I know the fee is crowded and it just had a presidential feel locally. So what was the main thing that captured your imagination, your attention to glue you to Madam Mary Johnson as the best person suited for this position?
Well, thank you, Mr. So, as our people always say, you, if I need this thing, please give it to me. When I get there, I will do what I'll do. So. And, you know, but when I look at Marie, from the development she be carrying on back home, I look at our power of developing our district. I thought it was well. I think Marie would be the best person because most of our politicians nowadays they say, "Look, please put me there. When you put me there tomorrow, I will help. I will do so. When they get there, they be going to the contrary. You see, they don't do anything against it. But Marie, she's not yet a representative. She been carrying a lot of stuff. She got a school in trouble that she joined with Ase Muna. The school is about 10-year-old now, Presbyterian school in that area, where I hosting about almost 200 girls dormitory. So all these things I look at a long time, and Marie make sure that because the love she have for people, she went back home. She established a company to admit job business high in Liberia. So well, let me establish a company. I'll be able to help my people, and she did so. She got a company here in America, helping Nigerians also and Liberian, different nationality. All these things I look at along. I say, well, I think they will more sit with it if you push her. I think she will do better than this. So it's based upon that we decided to select her to make sure that she enter the house 2023 October 10. These are some of the characteristics I saw in her.
Okay. So, Wazo, if you were to call you, you know the new slogan in the town, right?
What is
What is that?
You want to talk more for us? Yeah.
Oh,
No.
sure.
How you,
Yeah.
Wazo? Let's talk. Let me talk to you a little bit. How you
Thank
got
you.
to this point here? Is there any different story than what Jided explained? How you got involved as well?
Thank you. With mine, I believe, I just a pure Grandilan. And if I say Grandilan, it's 100% just mother, father are all Grandilan. And from back 95, I can take it a little bit back from 95 until to today. People are being in power, and I'm not seeing someone that will come out today to say, "Oh yes, there is our county, there is our village, there is our town, and our mother, our father, then all live here, but we are not seeing what some of us want to see. So when I met this lady, which we call Honorable Johnson today, Honorable Johnson not just being in the position before she started doing something, it's not make me to really pledge my support behind her. It's not an issue. I've been seeing what she have been doing from the past. Even at the time, she not even talk about running for anything. So what I look at here is that this lady, she a powerful woman that sit in the US here and support grandchildren even within the US. If I say support, she really help out. And Liberian, which is grandchildren now in grandchildren, this lady try her best by supporting a hospitals, supporting a citizen in the area there, supporting students and all. So when I look at it and I realize that, okay, if this individual that is not even in any of these positions or running for anything, if she can do it, just ordinary person can do it. So what happens if that person able to take a position and become a leader for us? She can do better than what I am seeing today. So when I I met her and I realized that yes, this person can do it, and I try to my best to pledge my support behind her, to put all my effort that I can put behind any human being to make that person to be who they want to be and support our district, our county. That's what caused me today to pledge my support. And definitely I'm seeing lot, not just what I'm just explaining, but I know there's a lot that I have here that I can bring on the table that other people don't know, that don't know Marie today, will be able to know who is Marie Johnson.
Is there any relevant to that support? Was there anything, and this question goes to both of you, and it is a right for every Liberian, any individual to support anybody of his or her choice. But do you have some sort of red line? Look, I am supporting you. But if you, whatever commitment in terms of what you pledge to do, if I see that getting off hand, I will look in your bold face and tell you, this is my position. Is there anything? Let's know this, Marie Johnson, lady. What is her political affiliation? Is she part of any political parties? The 555 parties in Liberia, is she part of them? Do you know which party she affiliating or she intend to run?
Okay, thank you, Alfonso. Marie, for us, we met with her, we told her, after she accepted a request from us, I personally told her that all the commitments she's making, when time comes, if she deviates from any of them, I'll be one of those, I will challenge her.
How you going to challenge? In what way?
Oh, I'll go on the contrary, I'll the same way I'm talking on air, how I talk on air.
When she,
same way I do now.
When she
go on the contrary.
When she already represented it?
Oh, she committed herself to do some things. And when time comes, she can't do it. You think I'll remain mute? I will not remain mute. I'll be one of those that will go against her. So I will make sure that the right thing will be done. Let me just come there. Marie, as I see her, she's somebody who is very fair. Anything that she can't do, she will not say she'll do it. Okay, so I'm very sure, I'm of a strong conviction that when she gets all the promises that the commitment she made, she will be able to be able to do them. So, but it's our plan as a supporter to make sure that if she going wrong, to bring her to track the book, so that she'll be able to do the right thing. But again, you ask another question. Is she affiliated with any party? No. Marie is independent candidate, She's not affiliated with any party.
Why? Do you know the reason?
She doesn't want to be she want to. I mean, anybody can choose what they want to be.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
you want to.
I'm just curious because there are a lot of political parties. Is it that she doesn't believe in the ideologies of those parties? There are, I don't know, countless numbers of political parties. There must be a reason. Was there anything she told you specifically?
No, really, she just decided that she want to be an independent candidate. Maybe in the future, if she decide to join a party, that's the next thing to think about. But right now, as we speak, she's the independent candidate for Puno Electoral District 2.
And you
She's
guys,
not really.
Washington, you also buy in an idea of her desire to become an independent candidate, correct?
Yes. Yes. Let me come to the question you asked. If she not affiliated with any political party, which she is independent candidate. But when you ask a question, what happened if she become a representative today and she trying to do something that is not right? Yes, I may not say yes or no, but what I know, I believe in her is that what she say today, that's what she do. And some of us that behind her, she's a woman that can listen. She's a woman that have a good heart. She is there mostly. She listens to any human being. It doesn't matter who you are, what position you have in this party. She don't care about it. As long you call her and tell her, oh, this is the place and this is how I want you to work. She is there for you and she will listen to you, and every one of you guys will work together and make her to understand. So I believe that she won't deviate from what we are speaking on today. Honorable Johnson, she just a mother that have a heart for grandchildren. So the grandchildren believe in her that yes, if she becomes somebody today, whatsoever they tell her, she will do it, and what she therefore she will do it to the grandchildren or the Kunebonen or the district in Zwedu, which is that's what I believe in her. So telling me asking me today, I just have the hope that there's nothing that you can tell Honorable Johnson, even if you're not part of the party. If you call her, you tell her something, she will listen to you and follow you. Thank you.
Okay. Well, support are carried out in different ways. Are you just going to be here on the Liberia Public Radio to promulgate the ideas of Marie Johnson, or will that be perfected? Voter registration is ongoing. People have to register to vote. No doubt, the Aspirant had a very, very strong voices. Global Chair, when are you going Liberia to make sure that your candidate is elected?
Okay, thank you very much. That's an interesting question. Right now, my ticket has been purchased. I already taken my leave. So in the next few days, the next time you talk to me, you'll be in Svetru.
Oh,
Okay?
wow.
Because I got to be there. I can be chairman, be in America sitting out here. I got to be on the ground, register, make sure, convey my people from one point to another point that will be registering to vote. Encourage everybody because, once you're not registered, you'll not be able to vote.
Right.
So we got to motivate our people, encourage them that, look, your vote is important. You got to make decision with your vote. So it's important that you go register. So we got to be on the ground to motivate our people to register. So that's it. We can't be here.
You as a global chair, I believe there are some sort of lengthy conversation being going on. What she stands for, if she's elected as representative of Grand Jide County, going in the first branch of government, I know, and every other Grand Jide, and not just only Grand Jide, most of the other county, the House is divided. You will have people from all of them representing to a particular county, be a senator to a representative. You have one group of people going on this way, and other group of people going this way, and the work of the county go down the drain. What has she told you that if she elected, How is she going to navigate through that? Have you had the opportunity to ask those questions? I mean, my son is saying, I hope to have or have the opportunity to engage her. Then we will really get an insight here. But I'm just trying to get on the surface. Have you expressed some of these concerns that many other Granadians have expressed, like what is going on within the caucus and all of that?
Sure, sure. As we just said in the past, we said Marie is a mother. She's a listener. She's a uniter. So going in our house, she's going to unite the caucus. She's going to make sure that she serves as a twin mother. All right. She's going to make sure that every Nigerian in our house will come together as one, because in the absence of not being together, it's difficult for us to achieve anything, because in unity there's success. So I think Marie going in our house is a blessing for the county. So we all need to put her around to make sure that she succeeds in her endeavor, because she's going to unite the caucus. We know her. We know her ability. She got our influence to make sure that that caucus come together.
Washington, you want to add that?
Yeah. One thing I know, she is a family oriented, and she believes what she say. So, getting in a house, I believe what my father or my global chair just mentioned. It is true that she will unite. She will unite everybody that in a house. The reason behind it is that we the Granadians, if we are not united, we will never do anything. We will never. If I say never, it's true. Because if everybody in a house separate and doing their own thing, there's no one that will bring ideas. So what she's telling us today, and that's what she's going to carry in her house. The same way that she put family together, the same way that she bring friends together, the same way that she build organization, the same way that she build businesses that is moving well, she will use that same method, that ideas, that strategy to bring these people together. And the last is she is a mother that know how to talk to people, be it older or small. She know how to talk to you, and she know how to bring people together. That's one good thing I know about her.
Well, she's doing all of these things because there was a political ambition, something she wants to get as a resume. Because, and I do understand the politics in Liberia. If you can't do something, forget it. Or was that just something from the bottom of her heart, regardless what she's involved in, and that she thinks that she can go into the first branch of government to make the difference? Or is this just as usual way of politicians, political projects? Have you discussed anything? And how well are you guys willing to support her to the day end? Because part of what the corruption that is in the country, people support people, and the candidate is just left on the shoulder of the candidate. He or she's going to spend every little thing. And so when I spend all that I have, to the extent that I mortgage some of my properties, if I get there, I gotta replenish them before I can do, something. Which of course makes sense. So I'm asking this to say, are you guys willing to put in the cash to execute an effective campaign? It doesn't matter where you are. It's costly. So how far are you guys prepared to get to this thing here? We have what, less 6-7 months to go?
Yeah, thank you.
How much you look at the aspirant friends here? And I'm not saying everybody from Queenable District going to be supportive, but how much this group thinking about to raise to make her to be a competitive candidate?
Well, thank you, Alfonso. Anything you put yourself in, especially me and Washington that's over there, plus other friends are not on this platform tonight. We make sure that this campaign we join in, we end it to the fullest. That is, we put our cash in, not only cash, but your effort. Because you have to put cash in and sit by. This is why we decided, well, beside the cash, we got to go on the ground and make sure, convince people to go register, to be able to vote. And you see, Marie is an astute businesswoman. All right. And as my public relation manager said, that Marie have a business, well organized businesses that she's been controlling for the past years, decades, 2 decades now. And those businesses are going fine. And that we are of the strong conviction that with that kind of leadership ability she has, she's going to do better than anybody in the house, especially from Grand Jude County. All right. So we are going to make sure that we put in our money, we put in our effort to make sure that she wins this election coming. It's based upon that we're trying to raise funds. You know, Grand Jude County, we got a lot of people in Grand Jude County, not only Grand Jude alone. When there's a peace in Grand Jude County, you come from Nimba, you come from Sano, you come from anywhere of Liberia, you'll be able to enjoy that county. So therefore, we want people in the house that will bring peace and stability in that county, so that businesses will start booming in that county. With the idea Marie has, if she gets in the house, I think our people will be benefiting from her with the contact she has. There are a lot of businesses that will be coming in our county. Not the Kunabo district alone. She's going to represent the county. She's going to represent the county. So
yeah. Thank you. Let me just throw right in it. It is true. Washington that's speaking today, be it supporter of Honorable Marie Johnson, I just not saying it by my mouth, but with all my heart and everything that I got, that I have here. That's what I put all my effort into it. Okay, communicating with people in Grand Gile, communicating with people in the US, and when it comes to financial, yes, I don't draw by. I'm in it. For that reason, I support her with all that I have. And secondly, where we are now, yes, it is true. We know for the world that two to three people that are supporting or that part of the camp are not the only people that are supporting her when it comes to finance. We are out there, loving out there to see how we can get a support. And that's one of the things that we are doing tomorrow, which is Saturday. We're having a fundraising tomorrow, and we're asking any other human being, be it from Kunebo or from Grand Gida, any other place you from, it's we're asking for support. Okay, the reason on which we're asking for support here is that Honorable Johnson, she is someone that will change Grand Gile. She is someone that will change Kunembo district. How can she change Kunembo district? How can she change Grand Gile? Here is a woman that I never ever thought about, oh, I want to become a representative or to become a leader. And here is a lot of stuff that she's been doing. Honorable Johnson established an agricultural process, which she have a palm farm in that, let me see, Grand there. She's trying to tell people that before, if you are a leader or if you want to tell someone, do it, you should be the first person to start your process first. Because if you tell me, oh, we had to go and you are not waking up to go, how can I follow you? So she started that. Even beside that, she been helping people, helping students, helping mothers, fathers, okay, helping communities as well. So this thing she been doing, it tells me that if we all help out to see this lady will change, to make sure that we support this lady, she will be able to change Kunembo district. She will be able to change Grand Gide. One good thing that I know, I've been telling people in Liberia or even in Grand Gide, is that competition is the number one key. If we don't have that thing in our mind, we will never develop. How can we create competition. If I doing it in my district and you from Bason district and you are senator or you are representative, you sitting there, you will say, okay, if Kunebo district doing it, then what happened with me? I will do it. So right away you will do your own. Kian district will do their own. You will see that competition. People will start doing things that they not even have planned to do. So that's make me to know that yes, this lady, because what she is doing today, she will be able to change Kunebo
So,
district. She will be able to change where Grand Gire.
okay, I'm talking to the friends of Madam Mary Johnson, who is contesting for district number 2, representative seat, that's Queenable District, as district number 2 in Grangere County, Republic of Liberia. Guys, let's take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back and talk about the major fundraisers in the making. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Fiber Queen off of Woodland. Everyone that's looking for a nice African for wedding, whatever fiber you need, you can just come over here. You have all this nice stuff. If you need a Ashebi, you guys can come over here for baby shower, for wedding. You guys are welcome. She have really nice stuff. You can see all over there, all those men over here. You don't have to go to the theater and then they're going to be telling you all kind of stories. You can just come here. They're already made. And for ladies, you can just look for whatever fiber you're looking for and match it for the men. And, your husband already have a shirt made. You can get stuff for your kids. You can get stuff for the whole family. We have African slippers and Ashobi hair ties all over. We have different kinds of lists and everything. So you guys are welcome, okay? It's really nice. It's Fiber Queen on Woodland, 6695 off of Woodland. 6625 Woodland Avenue, okay? So you guys are welcome, 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 welcome. You have nice stuff here for ladies, for men, for kids, and for everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Fabric Queen of Philadelphia. Fabric Queen of Philadelphia is 100% African-owned business. At Fabric Queen, we are specialized in high quality wax product, Swiss lace, jewelry, and beauty products that will make you shine like the queen of fabrics. We are located at 6625 on Woodland Avenue, 10 Philadelphia. Telephone number 215-800-0228. Tell the management of Fabrics Queens in Philadelphia is easy and salt of the Liberia Public Radio gives you this message. Tell all Akwaba.
Good evening, good morning to Liberia, to Europe, and other parts of the world. I'm Afonso Zayenso of the Liberia Public Radio, right here at the New England Bureau Desk. We say thank you for joining us here this evening. The politics of Liberia has been heavily transported, invested here in the diaspora. Well, every country, no matter where you're from, they are all making the political pick by virtue of their constitutional responsibility. They are making a pick. Well, a group here, friends of Madam Mary Johnson. Mary Johnson is contesting for district number 2 in Grangere County, Queenable District. The seat currently occupied by Dr. George Boley. The global chair, Jide, is here with me, and of course, the media guy at Washington. They are all here having this conversation here. Guys, let's talk about the or what about coronations or fundraiser? Is it a rare carpet or what? American or all?
Yeah, again, okay, thank you, Alfonso.
The whole thing that they told somebody thing that is all told is the American about some one woman said to say woman can't talk or the American talk or woman will not talk. So let's talk about the import in Maryland. Is Madam Johnson, is she here?
Thank you, Alfonso. Due to the importance of this fundraiser, Marie got in this morning from Liberia, from Grand Juliet County.
You kidding me?
So she's right now she's in Baltimore, Maryland. And one of the reasons of which we decided to have the fundraiser is this. After Marie accepted this request to go to the house to be able to complement her efforts, we decided to have this fundraiser. Marie has been going to Grand Juliet County during the whole district. Prior to her going to the district to tour the district, she has carried on a lot of projects, and she want to make sure that she go and see all the projects and be able to meet her people. Marie spent almost 5 months in Grand Juliet County. Since she left, she just came back today. There are a lot of things she carried on. She was here. She bought about 500 solar panel lights. 126 villages and towns are benefiting from right now. As we speak, we got a caterpillar that is building the road from Zia Town all the way to Temo border. That's the boundary between Cote d'Ivoire and Liberia.
That's her own initiative.
Own initiative. That's what being the government, responsibility. But she knows very well that even though the government will do it, but when will government do it? And the people are suffering. Just a few times ago, some people passed through the other side of the county. They went to Africa. While coming back, on a pickup, they got an accident. Some people died. You know what I'm saying? Because why? There's no road. They got to cross water, all the kind of things. So right now, she building the road from Ziatown all the way to Temo border. And she can't stop there. She built a radio station that is now on in Ziatown. All right?
So her voice is being echoed within all sector of Krenebode. What a good strategy there. Yeah. So it's quite interesting. So what are you hearing from her with respect to her engagement with the citizens of Krenebode district? And I know they raised that, and we're not going to give free promotion here to other people. If they want their own tool, they got to come here and they know what to do. But what are you hearing from her with respect to her own activities right now? How is she feeling within herself of the entire process?
She's more overwhelmed than ever before. You know, when we started this journey, there are a lot of people are calling federal in Grand Juliet County, even in Krenebode. They say, "We know that woman. What she can do?" A lot of people who've been there ever since they are here. So I give them the parable. I say, you know what? In a town, they get only one man who is in the second grade at a book man. Nobody that that man who get 4 pence on a chest. They read our letter. But when the person who is in the 12th grade enter the way he read the letter and explain it to the people, you say, I think the man know planet board the mail. So that's what happening now. That's what happening. Yeah, that's happening now. Marie joined in the race right now. Everything changed. People that I know her before, they know her now. Because from day one, all these people think she do, she don't like publicity. She don't like publicity. Because what? She was not even thinking that she was going to get in the race before. Now, all the she want to help me and pass by. But right now, all these things she's doing. Marie went to CVI and built town halls, 3 town halls. She built football field for the people. She built how they call it, motorball union office.
Should the election all over now, or they still need to go vote?
Where?
I said we should just declare the election over for Madam Johnson, or people say should vote.
I think if we have the authority, we just tell people everything cease up. We finish winning. Yeah, we don't have the authority. We don't have the authority because right now our opposition, I know I get there and they're afraid. You know, they're afraid because what? Marie, anything she wants, she go for it. Marie, right now, Marie patrol from one village to another village. I'm not seeing any, you know, Kennedy, and then Aspirant doing that. No, she's the only person in our county, in our district.
Okay, let me
all the towns, all the villages where car can go, she get a motorball, she go there. I think I don't know. I mean, Mr. Mirame, have you sent some video to him?
Sure. That's what I'm coming to now. I'm coming.
Yeah. So
then that's not possible. This WAPO can do that one. We will talk that one after 20. But because I mean it would just be a distraction when I try to do anything which I've had that. But what is the strategy here? Let me just ask you before Washington come in. Are there plans for her to appear on this network or other network or to engage the cross sections of Grenadians? I know her. She's very articulate, very swift in getting things done, but she is the person that is looking for the job. Jide is just a surrogate. Washington is just a surrogate. So will you guys make her available here for us to have an extensive conversation to know who she is, what she represents, what she going for in this bidding? Because sooner or later, people goes in this bidding, the somersault. Are there plans for this committee to work out stuff that we can have a conversation with her here to get a sense of where she wants to take Queen Elizabeth District, Grand Jide County, and some of the decisions she's going to be making in Parliament if she's elected?
Okay, thank you, Alfonso. One thing we know about our aspirant, she loves media. All right, she's not media afraid. So we are going to discuss it with her. She just arrived. Right now, she's sleeping to be prepared for tomorrow. So we'll have the opportunity to engage her on that.
Why she's listening. What are you talking about?
No, I mean, she can't let. She can't let. So I'm of the conviction that maybe she's listening. I don't know. But when I entered Baltimore, I called. I was told me that she was in bed. She was sleeping because she can't let. So hopefully she ought to listen to the show. But we are going to get to her and discuss it with her. And I'm hoping that she will, as we get to it, that she can listen. And I know she will appreciate appearing on this network so that people will listen to her. But in the past, she has been appearing on other network. Okay?
I'm talking about
so that's it. Huh?
I'm talking about this one here.
That's what I'm saying. I said,
yeah.
We're discuss it with her.
I understand here. So let's talk about the programs. What is the atmosphere as we speak in Baltimore with respect to this fundraiser? How much do you anticipate? Who are there now? Where are people coming from? What is the minimum contributions or donation to this whole fundraiser here? So let's give us a sense of how it looks like. The place.
All right. Thank you. We from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and that when we agreed that we're going to have the fundraiser in Baltimore, Maryland, we got down some names with telephone number. We called most of them, and all of them agreed to attend this program. So as I speak, people are in high spirits, and we just need to continue to tell them that tomorrow day is the day. And as they listen to me, we're calling upon them to be present tomorrow to that fundraiser so we can be able to help Marie Johnson out so that those projects are carrying on in the district, in the county, so that it can be successful. You know, all these things she's doing by herself, we need to, help her, we need to compliment her in the process. So for that reason, we calling on all the Grenadians, non-Grenadians in this Baltimore city to come tomorrow to the fundraiser to help us up. And there are some people flying now as we speak. My co-chair lady, my chair lady from Arizona, Deborah Dewey, she's in the flight coming. She's being on the program tonight, but because the plane delayed, so she's now coming for this fundraiser. There are other planes that are flying coming. Some people driving from Philadelphia, like your own man, Banto is coming. Your president is coming. The Boston president is coming. So you know that this program is a very big program. We anticipated a raise up to $35,000. And we are hoping that this amount will be able to be raised on tomorrow so that our dream and aspiration can come true.
Washington?
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you again. According to what my global chair just said, yes, it is true. People coming from different places because they just believe in Honorable Mary Johnson today that what she has been doing. I believe one person cannot just wake up and do this thing. What people say that if someone shower, if you cannot reach your bag, if somebody trying to to bag your bag, then what happened with your front? Then you had to rub a soap or support there. So if she doing stuff that some of us cannot do, then what happened that if she doing it, then we have to support her by even helping her raising fund to be able to carry on some stuff that she need to carry on. Honorable Johnson, just imagine this lady able to carry on when it comes to tuition, when it comes to education. This lady don't she not even have no fear of supporting children in school. Okay, supporting children in school. It's not only Kunabo district alone she support when it comes to education. Okay, this lady that is in question today, Honorable Johnson, support student in Thurman Wilson Institute in Maryland. This lady that is in question today support student in LU. This lady that is in question today support student in Grand Gide Community College. Okay, so if she's sitting by herself supporting our children, our brother, our sister, our mother, then that is in school, what happened? We can help her too within the USA. So Liberian, Grenadian, Cambodian, Glio, Twabo,
Something wrong with the mic. Something
they
wrong
are
with the mic.
all there.
No, we're hearing him loud and clear.
Something wrong with the mic.
He's fine.
Uh-huh.
You not hearing me?
Okay, go ahead.
You're okay.
Yeah, mic was.
Okay.
You're okay
See,
now.
so definitely, if she doing all those stuff, then we in the US, our only support we can rather around her is by going to that fundraiser program to support her by any kind of means, anything you have. Even if you don't go there, there's a um there's a number out there. If you want to support her by with any kind of means, the financial support, we have the phone number that you can call, and you can send cash app. You can go and use that phone to Zelle the organization, which is the party. You have to you can stay in your bedroom and do it. You don't have to fly to Maryland to say, oh no, it's too late for me. If it is too late to fly today, you can sit in your bedroom and just cash out. You can sit in your bedroom and Zelle. It will go, and what kind of support we need, we can get it. This lady,
Or they can send it to me, then I send it to you, all right?
okay, this lady gave out a nursing school, which is the nurses that is in school today. This woman that is in question, Honorable Mary Johnson, have never met some of them or don't even know them. But the movement is send their request, and she believe in education. She able to she support them. Okay, some of them in Bond County, most of rather Maryland, she support people. So if we the Grangeland, not only from Kunebo district, if we the Grangeland today believe in ourselves that our mother, our father, our brother, our sister dance are all sitting there suffering, and one individual person trying to help and support them, why not? So if that were me, if I were going to sit in that chair and listening to somebody speaking like that, I could just pick up my phone and say, oh, I pledge $500, I pledge $1,000, I pledge $200, $250. definitely for this woman to support our district and make the district to be the shining star that we want in Grand Gila County.
Okay.
Alfonso,
Yeah.
Alfonso, whenever electoral district comprises of Chien, Zoni, Putu, Kane, Grio, Twabo, Kulebo, and Gora area. Okay, so we are calling upon all the people that from that particular area to come and rally around Madam Johnson to defend their fundraiser. As why should I just say you don't have to come? You don't have to come. Just give her a call. And the fundraiser, we have the cash out number, we got a Zelle number, and you can just Zelle us. You don't have to come to pay plane ticket or ride 10 hours car to come to Maryland. And again, we're calling upon all the people in Maryland here in the state of Maryland that hails from Grand Gila County to please come to the fundraiser. Whether you buy some, whether you chill, whether you diesel, because for Grand Gila County, Marie is not going to be representative for whenever district alone. She's going to be representative for Grand Gila County. Tomorrow she'll be pushing forward the agenda of Grand Gila County. All right. As we just said in our previous expose, that Marie have the ability to move the county forward with the experience she has. So let all rally around her, despite where you come from. When you come from Grand Gila County, please come tomorrow to that fundraiser. Don't say, oh, I don't come from Punewo district, I don't come from Punewo, so I'm not going to do it. No. Marie is going to represent Grand Gila County tomorrow. So please come and support us tomorrow so we can be able to raise some good money. We can raise 35,000 so that we can help us get on a project. Thank you.
No, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's a really big program in the making. How many funds program in the making? Is that only the Baltimore, or are there other subsequent fundraisers will be held in other states also?
Yeah, well, right now we're having this in Baltimore, but after this we will have meeting and decide which area to go next. But there are some fundraisers in the making, but we got to discuss and decide where are we going to go from here. All right. Yeah,
Okay.
it can't be. We can't just already say it now because it got to be discussed by the team. So our main focus now is this one. We want it to be successful. We want it to be successful. Of course,
that would be the
this,
time.
this is the reason why I left Philadelphia early this morning to come here and sit down and be making some phone calls to people that live in this particular city, so that they can be able to come to this fundraiser.
Yeah, that's makes sense. And I know there are some questions you wouldn't answer, but just to give our audience a sense too, to get them glue and know much better overall. What if she's elected and goes to parliament or capital? What is she taking there? Has she told you anything specific? Look, to say, look, you know what? Even though I never wanted to contest, but you are asking me, and if I'm elected on day one, this is what I'm going to tackle. This is something that I, as a citizen, I am concerned with, and it's not happening. For example, is there any specific thing that she put nail on the head on to say, look, if I'm elected, this is what I'm going to be taking on? Is that, has she had a conversation with any of you guys?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Oh,
Marie.
My how you call it? Say my analyst said the candidate. Of course, they will be the one they how you call it? Say the one they aspire in here. Somebody putting your number on here. Is that what they say? Well, is that a who's that? They want to cash out. They're not cash out. So no. All right. Let's say there are other people doing their own thing here. So yeah. So definitely, we would love to have her here. You know, hopefully she will to honor that invitation, because all of us, everybody must be accountable. Now we are talking to you, which is also good. Is there anything that you think going to change your mind? No one is infallible. Nothing is written in stone.
Change your mind, how?
Anything possible that's going to change your mind if you hear from other candidates also? Who is a competitor? Who is the main competitor for her here, as far as you are concerned, she's thinking about? Is there anybody
Well,
who's even including the Cubans, Dr. Bole? Is he
Alfonso, as we see Marie moving in our district, I see no competitor. Yeah. I see no competitor.
The person I put in the number scan those scan.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
all right.
Okay, Alfonso.
Yeah.
The number you just saw that scan people doing that thing there, so we
Oh,
get
okay.
the people there. That scan, they want to be studying. Yeah.
That means
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. As I was saying, I don't know which area we are, Jana. What I lost. I talk about the scan business because. What question you asked, Jana? Please remind me, please.
Yeah. No, I was asking whether she told you anything specific issues that when she's elected, what that she's going to take on day one. A lot of people say, oh, in my 100 day, in my 25 day, when they want something, then they can talk. Plenty of things can come. Plenty of things can come. At the end of the day, they can. But has she pointed out specific thing, for example, to you guys?
Yeah. Okay. Yes. The first thing she's going to think is to bring the caucus together.
How?
Yes.
How's she going to do
that? By having a meeting with them, telling them that look, as a county legislature, it's important that we come together to be able to discuss issues pertaining to our county. If we are not together, it will be hard for development to go to our area. So the first thing she's going to attack, and I know with her ability that will be solved. All right. Then the next thing is that without food you can't live. Food. So right now she's in agriculture thing. So she want to make sure that the first thing she will promote in the county.
So
let me throw.
Okay.
Let me say. Oh, okay. Let me say something to that. I believe in not only Grand Gile alone, but the entire Liberia or the Liberian that's sitting there in our country. The number one thing that we believe in is agriculture. So this woman that is in question, Honorable Marie Johnson, she will really invest in agriculture until the Grangilan, the Kunebodian, and whoever that is, it's not, you don't have to be a crown man or a crown woman, but as long as you residing in Grand County, this lady will educate every one of us to get involved in agriculture. If you are involved in agriculture, your district, your county, your village, your town will always be number one town that every human being will recognize. So what she is telling us that when she become who we want her to be today, she will focus on agriculture and be able to bring people together for us to do what we want her to do. People are saying, oh, you can't do it. But for me, I believe in her that a human being, a woman, a mother that is sitting here today and telling us that, okay, if you can do this, I can do this. If you can come here, I will go here. So with everything that she is saying, so I tell you, man, this lady, she just a powerful woman that I've been searching for in Grand Gila, and I if we can have 5 or 6 of Marie Johnson,
hey,
if we can have 5 or 6 Honorable Johnson in Grand Gila, I think Grand Gila will be number 1 in Liberia.
Number 1 in Liberia. Let the church say amen.
Amen.
Okay. Amen.
Let me bring my man Dominic right here joining us here. It's better late than never. With let us 15 minutes to go to this here. Okay, Dominic, good evening. Welcome.
Good evening, Mr. So, thank you for inviting me in here, and sorry for being late. I had a busy schedule today at work, and I just came out. So yeah, but it's good to be on.
Okay, so who brought you into this, my man? Why?
Mr. So, if you could recall, you know, I've always wanted the best for our county, and I want to see Grand Leader forge ahead. We are lacking in so many things, and I think it is about time now that we see reason not to bring anybody in because we hail from the same section or from the same community, but rather we want to bring the best in to help all of us as Granjida and to move the country forward. You know, since after the civil crisis, our country have been lacking for over 30 years now. We have not had no farm to market rule. We have not had any tangible development coming into our country. Our community college is not up to the tax as compared to other institutions in the country. So I think it's about time now that we look for someone who will help buffer all of these things that will move the country forward, knowing the kind of country we are, having the first indigenous president in Liberia and seeing how far we are up to this time for over 30 years. It's about time now that we revisit our decision and bring the best we can into the body politics of Granjida.
So all of your outlines sounds great, brilliant. The lady in question, Madam Johnson, meets the criteria of all of the stuff that you just alluded to, correct?
Well, I won't say she beyond the criteria, Mr. So. The tangibles are visible. She beyond the criteria. I just came from Liberia barely a month ago, and I was in Granjida. I visited the county, and every quarter you pass through, the name Marie Johnson has become a household name in the country. It is resonating with the people of Granjida.
Why?
So, because of our humanitarian gesture, developmental ideology, she taking education to those stairs of every Granjidan and every sit in the seat. And every young girl child. You know, our people in the old days don't believe in girls going to school, but Marie Johnson tried to transform all of that. She going to the villages, all of the quarters. She trying to make farm to market road accessible. The citizens themselves, she hired them to make sure that the farm to market road are accessible so that we can meet our daily needs. So because of that, every young man, every young woman, boy, girl, old or young, resonate with Marie Johnson as far as we're concerned. The district headquarters is sparkling now. Infrastructure is being erected and so forth, Mr. So. So I think you have some of your reportage over there. You can send them into the county to go and verify for yourself so that it's not just we coming on here to say them. These things are variable. You can see them. They are visible. You can see them in the county.
What I know you have talked a lot, but I do believe before I know you making decisions, you go through the critical threshold and stuff like that. How you got convinced for her to be the guy to for her to be the capture your imagination?
Well, Mr. So, I remember about a little over a year plus ago, when Marie called on Mr. Dare, and he decided to call me, being one of the tacticians and who have some times in the county. He decided to call me on board, and I made my brochure and went to meet with Marie Johnson. And when I did so, when I got to her, Mr. So, I will tell you for free, she convinced me beyond all reasonable doubt. What I put on the table, Marie surpassed all of that. And I told her, I said, once you have done that, I think in my mind, you should climb up the ladder and go for the entire county. And she said, well, every 1,000 miles begin with the first step. This is my first time into the body politics of our county. So let me begin from the lower grade first before climbing up to the higher grade. And I kind of agree with her, though I knew she could do better for the entire country, but I kind of agree with her, now running into the body politics of Granjida, and she could do better, and I quiz her. You know me, Mr. So. I quiz her, and she passed the test 100+, and she has proven me right from what I thought she would have done. She didn't fail me. She didn't fail any of us. So, in a nutshell, she reached the benchmark of being our representative at this point in time.
Okay. Wow. Wow. That's quite interesting. Now, you just came back. Supporting here is insufficient. The numbers to get her to the finishing point is needed right on the ground where the real action will be done.
Sure.
How prepared is this support team to take Mary Johnson to the finishing line? Are you guys present in Liberia in Quenebo district to make sure that she gets to the finishing point?
Of course. As I told you, I just came. Mr. Dare is going in a couple of weeks from now. Mary is also going back right after our launching tomorrow. Our fundraiser program, she will be headed back to the county. Mr. Dare also will be headed back. Mr. Washington too will also be headed over there, and myself will follow suit as well. So yes, we are going there to join the other guys who are doing extremely well in the county and making Mary Johnson to be visible in the county and telling our people that she's the way forward. She's the breadwinner for us now. She's the table that we all going to sit around. Every Granadian, every Conobolian, to be specific, will sit around that table. Marie is the table now that we look at in that county, Mr. So.
Okay, we are about to wrap our here. USA is a brave home in the sense that being here before going back. Quenebo district, it has a very progressive organization. What is the level of support within the district in the diaspora here? You can see a ceiling up here within the diaspora to help to get us to the back, because folks here get a lot of influence on family members, semblance back home that, hey, this is the person we can support, and perhaps people can pivot in that direction. What is the level of support with the Quenebo community in the USA here so far?
It's huge. We have a huge level of support, Mr. So. And across border, it's not just only the Conobolians. Across borders, you got huge support. Every Granadian, every well-meaning Granadian who wants to see that country forge ahead are in support of Mary Johnson, one way or the other. Morally, financially, spiritually, every well-meaning Granadian are in support. As I said earlier, Mr. So, it is the time that we bring change to the county. We need to change the trajectory. What have happened in the past that this is my time, don't have those days. You need to show tangible before you leave Grand Junior County now. 2023 will not be the same as 2005, 2017. There will be a massive change.
All right.
And we are prepared for that. We are going beyond Mary Johnson, and we'll tell our people to think wisely and vote wisely. We should make informed decisions for the county, because it is all about Grand Junior. It's not about me or you or Mr. Dare or Washington. It's about the entire county, Mr. So.
Okay, we hope to continue on this conversation. Time has caught up with us here, but I'm seeing a lot of reaction here. Hopefully, a lot is being said about her, but she is the one who is looking for the job. We hope in a little short time, or whatever time she's here, we'll be glad if we can have interaction with her. So not just on the Granadians, so that other people can see who she is, because the better potential and brilliant, smart people that have the country at heart, then of course we know where we are going as a people. So hopefully we will work with the campaign of friends managing the campaigns of Madam Johnson. If we can have a conversation with her here, that's something we'll really highly appreciate that. Having said that, the old man on the wall, my panel is going to be joining me in very shortly here, but hopefully we can get this program more of it talking as much as even if she's back home, we have the dialogue. Nothing wrong with that. I see Gita now. I see getting ready. Is there any event tonight to introduce what's going to be happening tomorrow? Usually I know who welcoming who tonight?
I think Mr. Dare can speak to that.
Yeah. Why your audio dominacy? No.
Mr. Dare, can you speak?
Your audio now is corrupted. I believe it. The audio is the sound now. Okay. What is it? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you, Jida.
Oh, yes,
You come in distorted. You come in distorted.
Yeah, let me just get him up because it can never be fixed. Okay, Washington, let's get our last word while Jida is trying to come back in. What's your message to the Grenadians, your Kingsmen, Queenembo district? Some of them, they have not decided. They will be supporting other people. Why you want them to, the undecided one, or even those that are decided for other people, why you want them to support your candidate?
Thank you, Mr. So.
Yeah, okay.
I believe,
and then you the big man, then you will close it up.
I think we've been seeing this thing the past 40 or 1 hours now. What I believe in, or which I'm asking all the Kuneboden, Grangilen, is we are not only focusing on Kunebo district, we are talking about the entire Grangilen. Even so far, all Liberian within the diaspora, be it wherever you are. The reason of which we believe that this woman that is in question, Honorable Marie Johnson, will be the only one that is within Kunebo district now, within a race that will bring Kunebo to a higher level. Okay, I'm not saying there won't be someone tomorrow, but we are speaking today. Today she will be the one, or she is the one that building the foundation. This foundation she is building is not just building the foundation in the mud. I'm talking about solid foundation that Kunebo people or Kunebodian or Grangilen will see to say, oh yes, send Kunebo district or Grangilen to fund it. We have never ever seen a representative or senator like that in a district or in a county. So therefore, I'm asking every Liberian. I'm not only focusing Kunebo district, but I'm asking every Liberian, wherever you are, all those stuff. If you hearing me today, you don't have to tell me that, oh, you had to buy a plane ticket today. Just pick up that phone and or up speaking about it. Where we are, you don't have to question me. All I want you to do is you can see the handwriting, the platform that is out there, which is this lady handwriting out there, which is on a board that you can see. You don't have to ask me what she done to say, oh yes, what she have done before. Don't ask me. What people say.
Okay, well, so let's
they have the song. They say, if you never see the person, what happened with what she have done to the county. So what she did in the county, that's why I want you to focus on. Don't focus on what I'm saying today or what she been doing. That's why I want you to focus on.
All right, thank you so much. Our guys are here. Okay, Dominic, let's come. Let's keep it succinct, brief, to the point here. If you can just wrap it up 1 minute, hopefully we can do more of this to get a bunch inside. I think it's better. People that are supporting each candidates, we talk to them too. That will give us a sense. All of us must be held accountable of our actions, of our decision making. So that way it can be like, oh, we even know how she got there. Now you are on record. Let's hear from you. There are some other people sitting on the fence who have not decided, or maybe still taking a profile, taking a review of who she is and what she can do. What message do you have for them?
Well, thank you, Mr. So. Though you coming in distorted, I don't know whether it's from me, from my location, my network, or so. But thank you for the opportunity. Thanks for giving us the time to come over here to proffer all of our ideas and why we think Marie Johnson at this point in time should be the decision maker for our county and our district, to be specific. We'll be making history come 1 May in October. Marie will be the first female representative of our county since 1964, and I think she will do better, she will do great, and she will go beyond the borders of Grand Julia County. So let everybody who far and near are able to come to the fundraiser, come over there, do.
Oh, okay. Welcome to the broadband. Okay. Mr. Global Chair, let's bring you in here. What's your final message? Okay, let's.
Okay, thank you, Mr. So. I want to say thank you for affording all this opportunity to appear on
Yeah,
your platform tonight.
let Dominic just wrap up. Then you come in. You the big guy.
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry, Mr. So my network here is bad. My weather over here is bad. All day we've been snowing and raining. So I'm sorry for
No, that's
whatsoever
okay.
inconvenience. Yeah. So as I was saying, let everybody come out on tomorrow to be a part of the fundraiser. Let put Marie into Parliament so that she can do all she can for our great county. She has started the process. Let us all join her and let us look for the best people we think at this point in time in 2023 to move our county another step further. We have been behind for too long, and it is about time now that we make this informed decision. Thank you ever so much. Thanks to the team. Thanks to the hard work of our people back home. And thanks to Marie herself for not standing at the barrier, but in front of it, because you lead by example. And that is what she's doing exactly. Thank you, Mr. So, and thank you for giving us this opportunity. It's all about Grand Jide and it's all about Liberia. Thank you.
Absolutely. Jide, put the cap on the hair. Let's, yeah.
Okay, thank you, Mr. So. Thank you very much. First of all, before I go further, I want to assure you that Madam Johnson will appear on your radio before you go back to Liberia. Okay, I want to assure you that I will give you a call and tell you, say, look, can you find a date for the Iron Lily, the talk and do to appear? We call all talk and do because when she says she can do it, then she got back home. Talk and do.
There are plenty of talk and do now. So we got.
No, that mean talk and do that. I will
That's the
talk and
most
do.
powerful one.
Yeah, the most powerful one. Because for her, when she says she can do it, we are not saying that people who say they are talking and do what they can do. We have not seen that yet. So the question you asked me, what kind of program going on tonight? Tonight is the welcome program. We are here at Mr. Timmer Collins' house, who is the advisor to the team, and people are pulling in now. Honorable Kayule is on the way coming with his wife.
Did I hear you say Timmer Collins, the former national president of Grand Jide?
Yeah, the former national president, he's the advisor to the team. Okay. The horse is getting packed now as I speak. People pulling in.
The former
so that's the question you asked, what you guys doing for the night? That's what we are doing now. We are going to sit down and rehearse ourselves and make sure what will happen tomorrow. Let discuss it. And, at the same time, we're making phone calls.
Right.
To working the people. All right. Having said that, I want to say thank you very much, and to my team, and I want to call on everybody in the proximity of Baltimore to please come to the fundraiser tomorrow. What we are talking here is about Liberia. If you are Liberian, you're not even Grand Jide, please come, because if Marie Johnson become representative tomorrow, not only for Grand Jide County but for Liberia. Okay, for Liberia. So we all should rally around her to support her. So that's it. I want to say thank you. We will come back to your radio as soon as possible.
Yeah,
we'll inform the
reactions already there is to have. I think it's better to have these conversations. Global Chair, Friends of Marie Johnson for Rep District Number 2, Grand Jide County, Republic of Liberia, to Washington, my man Dominic. But please, on your way up, the people that are down, you must remember them.
Yeah, but we'll get a position for you.
Okay.
That chief officer position, not all taking you, we'll pump you there.
You're all right.
Okay. Marie, it's all right. If there's leisure today, Marie feeling winning.
Okay.
Surely to have made.
All right, you that.
I know you had the opportunity to watch your video, and I should come on the air next time. Those video will be prepared by you, edit and make sure.
No, I mean, make sure, all of these things require time. But let's talk right after the program, today, tomorrow, whatever time, just call me. And once we come up with a time, we're going to make sure we have everything in place before we roll that out.
Okay,
guys,
thank you
so much, and have a pleasant evening.
Thank you.
Well, there you go. Liberians in the diaspora, 5 outside of Liberia, very influential in the political process in Liberia. the race is on, not just only the executive branch of government, but the first branch of government as well. Surrogate supporters fine-tuned, reconstructing the message of their supporter. Well, the analysts, they are here. We're going to tap into that and other news making headlines inside Liberia, right here on the Liberia Public Radio. I am Afonso Zienso, latest unfolding. Joining me now backstage, Jones Otavio Malice is a senior analyst of the Liberia Public Radio and LPR-TV. Joining me right here from the ocean state of Rhode Island. Here we go. Did I see a message in the chat room, friends of Otavio's for representative or?
Not yet.
Not yet. Well, oh my goodness. Oh, but the thing said they talk all the things that we're not supposed to hear. Then say again. So which one remain that we're not supposed to
photo everything. So I don't know which one again they say make can talk or I don't know. Yeah.
So do you think women can talk or? It make it talk or women will talk or?
But then equally so, women not going to talk all now because men can't talk.
Oh, Liberia is something. Okay, Mr. Jones, let's go to Atlanta, Georgia. The man from the far right, Amos George, a strong supporter and ally of the Alternative National Congress. What Louis Brown came yesterday, or he came back to where he coming from? Amos George, good evening.
Good evening, Mr. So, and good evening, Mali. How you doing?
Good evening, panelist George.
So, Mr. Mali.
Yeah.
What her name? Louis Brown yesterday faced the microphone after disappearing from the mic for I don't know how many weeks or months.
Well, I may want to call it a political coma. You know, it's not only the patient that go to hospital suffering from some complication, but even the politician go into coma and they resurface. But the question now is,
he's out of coma. He recovered.
Okay. You recover.
Okay, so quickly here, I'm sure we're going to see more of this. Different groups from different counties, different sections, districts. They will have their political pick. Is this a good idea for them to get engaged, and what level, or not just only saying it here? It must be perfected on ground by going to rally sort of support. Is that a good idea, Mr. George?
Oh yeah, I mean, when people have ambition, they always do this to tell the people what they want to do. But men can say, "Oh, that's all."
Oh God. Bro,
yeah, with all the ambition going on, but I'm getting afraid, Mr. So, of the election in Liberia.
Why?
From what I've seen, this cannot be a democratic election. This is a sham. The trouble already started. You see people allegedly trucking people. And the election commission is not saying a word.
What would the election commission do?
What the election commission can say, look, this is illegal, and contact the Minister of Justice.
Does the election commission has the power? Do they have the infrastructure? Do they have the system to put to arrest? I mean, so why the citizens themselves? Why the citizens themselves? They just blindfolded with this. And what amazes me is that they don't even realize. I was talking to some of my kingsmen. I said, do you know why the development that should go to our county is not even going? Do you know why some of the infrastructure that's supposed to go to your district, your community is not going? Because you have to decrease the populations of that area that could be used by government, agencies, different organizations, because as the populations of the area rise, that's how development is being apportioned. But you from Granjide, and you register, you have thousands of people of you register in Maserati. You know what you're doing? You help to augment the development, the social development funds or whatever fund, you help to give it to Maserati County because you didn't go back to register. So your population stay. In fact, it ended up being decreasing. And that's how infrastructure, that's how they will determine, say, maybe the town, this community here, oh, okay, the last 4 or 5 years, the population was at 500, now it's going to 1,000. So we need maybe an elementary school here. We need maybe a clinic. We need a health center. But we help unknowingly or knowingly on purpose for political reasons, and we decrease the populations of our own area and give it to other people, and they say, why they're not building high school there? The reason they are not carrying high school there because you don't reach the required number for high school or city mayor position to be created. Simple as it is. And that's why I say, oh, for true? What are you talking about? What do you mean by for true?
Yeah. And Mr. So this thing, the service education control, but these are all the things to be teaching is what we're talking about. But the question you ask, whether the election commission has the power or whether they are equipped. It's been 5 years planning towards this election. If they are not equipped, then it's able to speak out. But what some are seeing in Monrovia, and it will go around the country, is saddening. Because you got people who are in authority, putting people in buses, truck, carrying them to area to go register them where they don't live there. That in itself is a crime. Now, if the election commission doesn't have the power, why can't they contact the Minister of Justice to say, hey, if you are caught in the process, you'll be prosecuted because it's illegal.
To what extent the prosecution will be?
That's finding pleasure in it. Huh?
To what extent? Let me bring in Jones here. Let's hold a break here a little bit here. We won't be that much here. Mr. Jones, to what extent the Election Commission can prosecute people with this whole trucking? Those who are supposed to help to protect the law are the chief facilitators to these people that are violating the laws. So who here should be punished? You looking for the power, you want to be the first branch of government, you want to hold the executive branch of government accountable, you want to do what is right to change the lives of the people, and you started on day one to corrupt the process.
Yeah, I think to be frank with you, that is saying that when you're not inside, sometimes you don't know or you don't know everything. But when you're inside, I think it's just difficult to talk about. But here is the question. I'm sure this thing has been happening in past elections.
Oh, yeah.
This is not the first time, I'm sure. But I think the Election Commission complacency to really speak to this issue is, I want to believe that the Election Commission may be seeing these type of things as normal. But looking at the gravity of election, where is the number game, is very critical. Just what Analyst George said, it's very, very critical. Because already from day one, the election is already morally corrupt, already from day one. Then what happened now between now and election day? And it's like, I noticed that we are already finding a problem with this thing. But my question now is, why the various standard bearer of the various political party I'm not even seeing them addressing this issue?
how can they even address it
Okay.
when it is
So
their
that
people
means,
or some of them are also involved? So how can they address it? So why
that means,
on election commission?
but then that means it seems to be a business as usual.
There you go.
And if it is business as usual, trust me, the election commission not going to do anything about this. And it's a good recipe for the politicians, but it's not a good recipe for those who don't have the means to truck people into their constituency to vote.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the other flip side. There's advantage and disadvantage. Those who don't have the resources to carry on
Yes.
this sort of eye is to their disadvantage. So more or less, you're going to see them to cry, baby, cry. But those who have the resources to take people from whatever point to another point, it's just something. And to your question, Mr. Jones, the political leaders, it is their people that are doing it directly or indirectly, which also politically benefits them. So the thing here is like it's a blame game thing here. And they kind of try to do it. They are not speaking out, they are not addressing it as it should be, because they think someone is responsible to be the police of it, which of course is the election commission. But wait a minute. You are a participant in the process. You're not a spectator. You're not an observer. You are participating in the process. And you have your people who support you, or even directly or indirectly, doing these things here, and you're playing blind eyes to it. And you say, okay, election commission should be the arresting officer. Amos George, do you think all of the parties, this
no,
one,
all the parties, because you heard Louis Brown have a press conference on the issue, calling on political parties to join about this issue. Yeke Kolba have been signing that line. So maybe other political parties must be silent. But the ANC had a press conference speaking on this trucking issue.
This
The
guy
details more are senior.
So wait a minute here. Hold on. Are you saying ANC people are not involved in trucking?
Well, I don't know. You have to tell me. If you saw someone in a district, you tell me.
No,
we are speaking against it. We are not involved. That's something you show me somewhere.
I said they are speaking, and also doing enough.
That's why I'm telling you, the ANC going to court, and Louis Brown, the ANC had a press conference. They signed an alarm yesterday, and Yeke Koba continue to sign this alarm. Other parties are not speaking. I can't speak for other parties.
Which other party? We don't have no secret here.
Which other parties? I said other parties. I don't have a name. I have a call name. It's a one political party or two political parties in Liberia. I only speak for my institution.
Okay. But George.
Yeah.
ANC went to court on this particular agenda?
No, I would not be able to tell you what I
know that's a
complaint is about, but it would be part of it. But besides that, Lutheran had a press conference, the ANC had a press conference, and they raised the alarm about this trucking people into different districts. Okay, and he asked that other political parties should join in this fight. Yeah, you can call about that every day we see people, they're trucking people into his district. Now, people, some of them will see anything, they say, oh, we let the Psalm align. Election bring war. These are the things that bring trouble into the country. When you disenfranchise other people, they have different ways of approaching it. And I always say this thing, the election is not rigged. It's not rigged on the day of the election. It's here, and we're seeing this thing playing out. When you go and buy people to other districts that they are not from, and they vote there, they have deprived those people who are residents of that district. This democracy we're playing with, why we don't want to make this thing a playing field? Or is it a problem for we Africans to conduct a free and fair election? Is it a problem? Because it has to be a problem that we don't want free and fair election. All we want is trouble. Because you can see all the writing on the wall. It's on the wall. Broad day. Some district in Todi area of Johnsonville, you see a truck load of people. Now, for people to go register, Why you have to go and pay the way, put them in truck to carry them to register? They can't simply go there.
No, but
let me play this here, guys.
George.
Okay, let Mr. Mali make it. Mali, go make it first.
Okay, assuming we have evidence, because that's one of the key factor here right now. If you went to court right now, or you went to the Supreme Court right now, the Supreme Court will ask you, where is your evidence? If you see a group of people in a truck and you take the picture,
the program by market.
That's an argument in the court. Yeah, but let me realistic. It's going to be
not yet take the picture.
Argument in the court, except you have someone identity, you know, the register in Morovia, and they truck them to Nima County to register, and you can prove those two code or those two ID card by the biometric system, which of course none of those supervisors gonna make it available to you.
Aha. That's the point I was coming to now.
So then this case becomes very complicated. Then the only solution here now is, if you have the strength and you get a financial capacity, then you will have to just take the lead on this thing.
So then why are you saying that when you see a group of people in the truck? So when you see people in the truck, does that mean they are the voter truck? Suppose they say they went by their
That's what I'm saying. I said, why if you saw
no, you don't take it out of context. These people are truck at the voter registration center. I say people just driving down the road.
John said when you see people in the
excuse me, George. This is the issue. I have witnessed this thing before I came to the States. This is the strategy. The people are trucked into a particular county a month or several weeks ahead, and they are being fed there. They live like the normal people there. Then when the process starts, they get online and get their ID card. It's not the day when they're doing it. No.
Oh,
it's a well calculated arrangement. I saw a friend carrying 5 trucks in Sino before, a month before, and they rented houses for those people, and they were there for 4 weeks before that time. They got assimilated into the community, and when time came, they all lined up. And now it's not like they just took the machine there, and the people when they took the people there yesterday, and it doesn't work that way. It's a long-term arrangement. It's a well-calculated plan. That's how it's working. So this make it difficult in court. It even make it difficult for the Election Commission. So the only way you can solve this problem is the people that are living in that environment know one another, and they see Mr. George, they say, no, we don't see Mr. George live here. They become another argument. They made a Liberian. He has the right to be anywhere.
You can't tell people say, oh, why you can't hear? So, I mean, the thing is, I think we ourselves can. But let's listen to this here. You know, we heard this whole noise here, and I always like to listen to whatever I disagree with them or whatever their talking point, but that gives us a sense of what is going on. Let's listen on Freedom Watch this evening, Face the Nation with Abute Wion. The IG did appear, Inspector General of Commerce Inspector General Josephine Davis, who is also contesting. So let's see here what she spoke on Freedom this evening. Let me see here. Hopefully that's the right recording. Let me see. Let me hold on 1 second, guys. Let me see here. This is, I think they should be.
And if people are just going to tell them, no, you'll not go to the center of surveillance. You know, where is government started?
Wow. But how you people intend to get a security? Because what Yege has started allegedly from what you guys are saying, everyone else, every aspirant I speak to, they will say the same thing. And that is what it takes. But what you guys are doing for the security of the community residents and the district residents? Because this thing...
We, as I speak right now, Yaka talks is in the market that I built. He cut all the lines from that market. Because from the market to his house is just a circle to get his end. That is where he keeps all his talks. He got masks on their faces with scholarships in the He got 200 men with scholarships in the district from Black Chinaya into district number 10. Do you know how many people, business people lost their money today? Back was stolen by those people. And the mistake he made, he forgot to know that people got camera down there. That's a mistake he made. 6 o'clock, you pay your talks out to a tax citizen of the district. Is that how you pay the people of district number 10? By consistently getting inducing violence in the district. And this is how you can call that survive. Is that wrong for the people to give you the opportunity to serve them? Is that how you appreciate the people of district number 10? Market winning. You couldn't even pay on a big shelter. You couldn't give them room for 6 years. They struggled under the blazing sun, trying to provide for their family. Every day there is a chaos. You make them to lose the market. The market that are building, you carry 2 hours to break it down.
Wow.
But to your utmost surprise, he got a way that still pour a pour in the market, or else that market are going to be down to there as we speak. Market with 600 tables.
Yeah.
We're not being intimidated. We condemn those violence. We are not people that support violence. And Honorable Yaka Kolba will not intimidate some of us.
Okay, Joseph. Thank you. I just wanted to hear from you on that. Thank you. So this thing is practically, it's now becoming clearly that it is apparently the district people versus Yaka Kolba and not WIA or CDC versus Yaka Kolba. All right? Because everyone else you speak to, you could hear the same. Hello, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. God and Wian, this is Bishop Boy.
Okay.
Okay. That's the blame game. You did it. I have nothing. Josephine Davis, IG, Madam Josephine Davis, claiming, speaking on the Sister Network Freedom this evening, that it was Honorable Yaka Kolba put out 200 thoughts with these car glasses, or what you already call it, to cause this havoc. And in fact, according to what we listened to, that the reason that happened was those are people she claimed to Kolba took in the truck then to be paying them $20, according to her. And because he could not meet up with that obligation, that led to this sort of thing here. Now, guys, we having this sort of thing ongoing. Tell me, so how can the election commission? What would they do,
Mr. So? That journalist, listen to him. Is that someone that call himself journalist? Is that someone that call himself journalist? Making a conclusion in a story that he had not even talked to the other side, not even to mention that will make some effort to contact the other side, nothing like that. But concluded now is the people of Oro versus Yaka Kolba, not George Weah. But I understand because he said he fought George because that George Weah gave it to him. So I understand the point he's coming from. But this is the problem we have in the country.
You say apparently.
This is the problem. This is the problem. You listen to that minute. Is that how you would want to report as a journalist? Fair, balanced, and proportional? That's what you would do there?
Well, if it's a sister network, they don't necessarily have to be partnership, but
I'm just saying, he don't have to, but there's ethics.
Please play.
There's an ethics that go auditing here. But let me come to what Josephine Davis is saying. It's sad and pathetic. She said video doesn't lie. That's true. Video doesn't lie. Was it Wednesday when the police were at Yeka Junction trying to prevent other people that they said Jefferson Koji had taken into the district? It was live. The police were there. And if people destroy property from either side, why the police did not make an arrest? But you go somewhere to sit down there and plan a story, explain that people will just buy it. Therefore, yesterday night, there was a video. In from Yeka House Road again. That group of guys are going against seditions to attack him. That video was live last night again, yesterday night. So the question here now is, if Josephine David going to sit down on a radio station to say these things, she not seeing those videos? Yeka Kola admitted, yes, he got his own boys to protect him because of the CDC a constant attack on him. He admitted that. But the question I'm asking, why the Minister of Justice, the Director of Police, I was there, I saw the video, you can call the officers to confront them, hey, you see what's happening here, and you're not making any arrest. But if anything goes wrong here and you arrest my people, then it will be bad. Like talking to the police officer. My question I continue to say, this thing that the Liberian people sitting there in Monrovia, the government, the Minister of Justice, the police,
there are some things
the
here.
judges, the concerned citizen, they're not seeing anything about this thing here. And I'm saying, this thing, when they bust in Monrovia, it will not be easy.
Okay.
It is time. No, your pilot said you don't want to go. You're creating the problem. They are creating the problem. It is time that these people, the Minister of Justice or the police, get on top of this thing here. If any group is involved, let it arrest them and prosecute them. But this thing are playing we know one day away, and here will break loose in that time. We know someone else signing that line. What is going on in that country?
Yes,
if you stop, let the people try to arrest it.
All right. So yeah, we're not gonna be so Jones, Mr. Malik. This is all I think it's gonna be like the last time Cornelia Crowd. Which district was that? Is that district number which district was it again? The Cornelia Crowd number 10.
District 10.
Yeah,
10.
District 10.
District 10. From what I see, what is happening now, and nothing is being done so far to put it to a rest. From that district, that Calabar, the elections with Josephine Davis and Dalo Yeka Calabar, that's going to be something. From all indications, from what we're seeing now, this one say this and this one say this, and it appears at all levels, CDC want to get that position. If you listen to some of the callers here, some of the callers, I'm talking about women, men, bishops, whatever group of people, some of the callers, everybody somehow, some way defending their own alligator. Their tone is not peaceful, more or less. It's this sort of a warlike tone. We will do this. This one will happen. Why are they wasting time? By this time here, it was in Bond County. I don't know why Bond County is supposed to be in Bond County. It was it is only Monrovia. Those are dangerous tones that contain violence for election. Should we worry about the Calabar's seat more or less in this this election? Is that what's going to be that's where the distraction going to go?
Yes, it's not only the Calabar seat, but I see more tension ahead of this election because already CDC have already sounded the battle cry that District 10 must be taken at all costs. And Calabar 2 is on a standby that he will have to consolidate his effort in District 10 to maintain it. But even at the standard bearer level, His Excellency, former VP, have maintained that he's going to be the next president. How? I don't know. ANC political leader, His Excellency Alexander Kumi, has also maintained that come October, we will be unseated no matter what. So I don't know where are the people coming from with this kind of say. What do they have? Because only one person can occupy this portfolio. And George Weah have vowed his second term must come on. So where are the people coming from with all the kind of saying? Then that means some people will have to be relying on some level of violence to rather put them in office. This is what's happening right now. Because I can see District 10 on fire between now and election day. Trust me. It's going to happen.
It started yesterday, it escalated, it went to a different level again today.
It didn't even start yesterday, Mr. Moderator.
Day before.
It didn't even start day before.
I
Man
know,
can't talk all.
just see.
It started last year. Man can't talk all, George. They didn't be on, even in the house, it been there. The people have talked Mr. Yaka Kolba in the face. Their district, this time, CDC will take it from you because you're using it to be causing trouble here. It's not secret, it's an open secret. So you will have, they will one of the two or the both will have to apply violence to take it by force. And the innocent voters are going to suffer in between there. But the panel George said, the chief security officer of the Republic of Liberia, when it comes to violence-related issues, let's forget whether it's a partisan thing. They got just quiet, no statement. The police will strive to do their little thing. They got just quiet. So they got even added to the problem in Liberia, I'm telling you. The justice minister, he's adding to the problem. Or are they looking at it, as I said earlier, as business as usual? That's my question.
It's business as usual and business of partisan and friends. That's what they're looking at.
Now the fire is not even there now. The fire is now moving into the United camp because Costa is not getting the feeling that he's about to be sidelined for good. And Costa going to start throwing stone. And Kun and his supporter will start throwing stone. So the only place that the fire has not gone now is in ANC. But the fire is all over the place.
I'm sure you're not even there too.
Well, we don't know yet. And Mr. So, it will get Mr. Senator Jeremiah Combs to come and speak to the issue because Henry Costa said Jeremiah Combs trade him up passing Liberia.
I call him.
So that's a very serious allegation for a sitting senator.
So the thing is that when Costa got to know that he was doing this.
Well, I come in there now. Costa not just telling us, but the question is when he got to know that, and when he knew that, why was he keeping that? When this man taking our brothers and sisters past and sending it out of the country to make money out of, which is illegal. So that means, Mr. Costa, you aided this thing here? Because you knew that to take him up past and trade, which you said it was illegal, and you did not tell the Liberian government all that time. You only came to speak about it now because your name and his name have been put out there as someone for a VP stake for vice president, former VP Brockard. The question to you now, what happened when you got to know this information and why you are not told the Liberian people? A certain senator trading him up past, according to Costa.
But you hear what the man said? Why you want to make issue out of it?
No, but Honorable George, do not forget the Facon theory. The facon theory is you don't talk until they push you out of the door.
I don't make me talk.
Then of course, then that it become problematic. So when you are enjoying, then you don't speak.
No.
You know, when you're not enjoying, then you talk.
Very
This is
good.
a serious allegation he made, and there's nobody calling Mr. Costa or Jeremiah Cohn to tell us more details because it's illegal to trade any human parts. And he clearly said, emphatically said that this man was trading human parts in Liberia. And we are having a whole lot of ritualistic killing. People, children, part missing. And certain senators being accused. So I'm asking Jeremiah Cohn or Nima Kane to come and clear the air.
No, I don't think it should be the prerogative of Jeremiah Cohn to clear the air. The whole thing boiled down now to the Verdia case. The whole thing boiled down to the Verdia story. Can Costa take his evidence to court?
That's another thing.
Well, Jeremiah Cohn can hold Costa to provide evidence that he had been selling human parts. But yes, the thing, Mali, if Jeremiah Cohn, ordinary person, that's a different issue. But this man is certain senator. He carry a whole lot of weight. And if his name is mentioned in such a crime,
it's on the shoulder of the accuser. Who said that, man? Somebody said,
on the shoulder. Jeremiah Cohn got the right to remain silent, but the Liberian people got the right to ask him.
Well, then there's it. Okay. We can't be having multiple of James Vardia here to be accusing people, and they can't take something because I mean this is the hypocrisy, and this is the sickening thing about this. And there's the post-Liberian people in the position that they don't even know who to trust. And that's the dangerous part of this whole thing here, because you who tries to, you who's supposed to set yourself apart to see, for people, for them to see you as alternative, when you start getting yourself into that, it will be that, wait a minute, the other child, when I'm born here and they tell the 2T correct, what happened when the child is born tomorrow? There will be, it's just crazy. Guys, we got to leave it here. It's after 10 yet. That's part of our talking point. But you know what? Man can't talk all. And when man can't talk all, women will not talk some. So, you see, they do thing, and then they can't, they put it in the glass, building. There's no way you can see the upper and say, you can't talk. Or if they say you can't talk, or what are you going to do?
No, you will talk some. Because we'll continue to ask Henry Costa to tell us the past what Jeremiah Cohn was selling. Because this is not he and Jeremiah Cohn. If they got anything personal, that's different. But when someone is selling human parts in Liberia and people, children get missing and part missing from them, then the raises concern when you mention someone, especially someone who is in authority, because they have weight. So
thank you so much.
If Costa must come and tell us more so we can take Jeremiah Cohn to court to show up what gave him the right.
But you know,
to take human parts and sell
he's
it.
a wise man. I don't think he's gonna even waste his time to speak on the Canada, to be honest. Yeah. Okay, guys, thank you so much. We been I know spent a little time, but that's part of it. We need to hear from the community too. So but the group made it clear now that we're gonna have her here, and then I think the entire group, no matter where you come from, we're gonna have an engagement. We hope that other people, we need to start talking to them too. Those who really want to be the senator or representative, we need to hear from them. What are they taking to the table? What are they? Who are they? Are they is it like John said, it's just gonna be as same old business? They come and talk, and then at the end of the day, I don't know when you can't hear that different thing. Guys, thank you so much, and have a pleasant evening.
And when VP Bola going to address the issue of a bias running mate.
No, but
ANC not address our own.
No, but analyst George.
Yeah.
I think there are much greater things coming now. Who knows? Making talk all. Costa will start telling us more about the paper, in fact, because now he's wounded.
No, he said he and the paper on good terms. But the problem there is, he said he had done so much for the people who have been around the paper, then he had done so much more than the people who have been around the paper. Eh, Baka making talk all. Eh, Baka making talk all.
Yeah, Baba. All right. We'll leave it here, brother. Okay, guys, I want to thank you so much. sponsors and so of the Liberia Public Radio. Sometimes we got to turn to the community and know what is going on. To our analysts, we say thank you so much. By God's willing, tomorrow at 12:30 Eastern Standard Time, Mohammed B. Kamara at the Crown Stopper, Kapawa, Liberia, will be my guest right here. My Mekian or women will not talk song. So you get ready. We inside. Who can run, run. Who can run, stay. Stay 1, stay 2, stay 3. Thank you so much. Have a pleasant. Mohammed Kamara will be my special guest tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah. I'll narrate to you late. You see, women can talk us, so don't talk it. Tomorrow comes soon. You're going to be my guest here at 12:30 Eastern Standard Time, 4:30 Liberia, the Kapawa Crown Starport. Honestly, I've been following his program. He's doing an extraordinary job. He comes on 12 Eastern our time to 4 o'clock in the morning. And you can see a real interaction to people calling when they are on attack with armed robbery and stuff. And I think for the most part, he has a direct link. And police, in most cases, they make intervention. So that's something. I really have an interest how he came to this point and doing what he's doing. But that's a way of having a good intervention. Guys, we want to thank you so much for your time this evening. Sometimes we got to give our community the opportunity to also hear from them. If this is the first time, we say thank you for chipping in. Follow Liberia Public Radio. Click on the notification icon bell. Subscribe. Type on all notification in order to get on the light when we are on. I want to thank you so much. Have a pleasant evening. Bye-bye.